the new shape Audi R8 V10 Plus. I'm in this BMW X5 today. It's a new shape one. It's a lovely car. It's got all sorts of cool features like anti-collision, reverse camera, sat nav and all that sort of stuff. But I'm not doing a video on this car today. I'm actually driving this now over to go and see my friend Danny to do a video on his Audi R8. Here it is. Right, so I've just been given the keys to this Audi R8. It's a V10 Plus. It's my friend Danny's. I've done a video on it a few weeks ago. Let's go for a little drive. This steering wheel, I'll get it in the camera there. It's bloody ridiculous. It's got the engine start-stop button here. It just feels like, oh my god, the sound. It sounds bloody amazing. Right, first things first, we're going to put some oil in it because the oil light's on, and that is not good. They do use quite a lot of oil. They're a race car. They're going to use oil, so I'm going to stick a litre of oil in it first before we go out for a drive. Right, so that's done. Put the oil cap back on, litre. Let's give it a go again. So back in, seatbelt on. There we go, no oil lights, sorted. Let's get these windows open. Give it a rev, listen to the tone of this car. It sounds crazy. With the gearbox, it starts off in a drive mode, and click it backwards once, it goes into a sports mode, you get the engine tone change a little bit there. Flick it again, and then flick the pedal, and it goes into the manual mode, so you've got the paddles on the back of the steering wheel. The gearbox is spot on, it's pristine gear changes, and the power, more than anything, the sound is bloody ridiculous. It sounds like a race car. It feels like a race car. It looks like a race car. It just feels like it should be on the track. Bear in mind, I've been driving an Audi R8 V10 for the past couple of weeks, but that was the old shape one. They're exactly the same car in theory, but they're completely different. The old one is 525 brake horsepower. This one's got the same engine, but it's 610 brake horsepower, and that's like nearly 100 brake horsepower difference. It's a lot. This is the same engine as the Lamborghini Huracan had, so it's a very comparable car. But a lot of people on YouTube have mentioned that they're going to buy a Lamborghini Huracan, and they've changed their mind last minute, and they've gone out and bought themselves an R8 V10 Plus, and you can see why. So at the minute we're in dynamic mode, which is the same mode as what the Audi RS5 has got. That leaves the traction control on. There is a race mode that turns everything off, but this isn't my car, so I'm not going to turn it all off. I'm going to leave it in dynamic mode, and what I'll do is I'll pull over here and we'll just do a bit of a standing start. This car is 0 to 60 in, Danny, what's it, 0 to 3.2? 3.2 seconds to 60. So let's see what it's like.
Put a track on it, look. It'll be fine now, just dry. Put a track on it, look. It'll be fine now, just dry. Press that flag.
Right, so we've been given the green light to put track mode on, so that's this little button here on the steering wheel. Right, I'll get the window open so we can hear a bit of engine sound. There it goes. Oh boy. My gear changes weren't too great and I didn't let it hang out to the rev limiter. But the red line is up at 8,500 revs. That's just crazy. It's like a superbike. The sound, oh my god, it sounds bloody crazy. Gear changes are so perfect. Right, so we're going to go again. Just another little feel for the power before we give it back. The grip, full drive, the tyres are, I don't know how wide they were, I didn't look. There's something like 295, 30, 20s, is that like 20 inch? Yeah. They're just, love the sound of it, love it. One more thing I want to point out, this is built by the Germans, and Germans, they spec up their cars to the max. So it's got everything you could want in a normal everyday car. It's got Bluetooth phone, it's even got heated seats, but it's got the performance of one of the fastest cars on the road. Right, that's enough. I'm going to turn around now and let Danny have his car back. But that was worth the experience. It pops out the back as well. Wow. So right, I'm done now, okay? I'm done. This has been a wicked experience, so thank you, Danny, for letting me go for a drive in your car. Let me turn that off. But something else I need to mention, I know I said about all the specs, it's got Bluetooth phone, it's got heated seats, it's obviously got full leather, it's got carbon fibre everywhere, it's got Bang & Olufsen sound, and check this out, it's got a full colour screen in front of you there. As you can see, it's got all these, the speedo, the RPM, the gear change, and so on. It's got sat-nav. It's got sat-nav as well. And look at that screen. Look at the crystal quality of that screen. This is an everyday car. You can use this car every day, no problem. This is the sort of car that every petrol head needs. I love it. Brilliant experience. Thanks for watching.